And the news just came out today about Coach Monken saying that he was intrigued by Deshaun Watson, of course. And I wouldn't hold too much weight on this because why? Because he's saying he's intrigued by Deshaun Watson, who's 100% healthy now and starts throwing again on Wednesday. You should be intrigued by Deshaun Watson. He's put up numbers. That's why y'all paid him the big bucks to come there. He's just been injured, you know? But that puts you guys in a peculiar type situation right here. A intriguing type situation right here. If you're the Cleveland damn Browns. Why? Because you have two starting caliber type quarterbacks in Shedeur and Deshaun Watson. And Coach Monken said that he was intrigued, of course, and he was just as excited to work with him as he was with Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, and any other quarterback the team brings in, Monken said. And Watson have already connected. He said that also just as he's connected with Shedeur Sanders. Shout out to Davin. The truth, we saw Deshaun Watson walking in Switzerland looking like he was about to fight Bobby Mercer on Four Brothers, but that's another story. You feel me? The head coach is supposed to say this. This is nothing that's going to be like, oh, damn, he don't like this player or he don't like that player or he really wants this. No, he's supposed to say that. That's why he didn't fully commit to Shedeur in the first place. He said he's going to, of course, give him a chance. He's going to have a chance. Just like Myles Garrett came and said that they're going to give him a chance to prove and continue to do what he's done to show that he's that guy. Matter of fact, hold on, here you go.
Facts, the challenges. Do y'all have the guy? Is Shedeur the guy?
That's who we're looking at as the guy.
That's who we're looking at as the guy. Without hesitating now, he said that's who we're looking at as the guy.
No, we're going to give him a shot to prove that he's.
Now that's the way you got to come back and be, hold on. We know Shedeur is the guy. We feel like he's the guy. But really, we got to come give him a shot to prove and keep our, kind of the pressure on, or to say that, don't get so comfortable right now because we're rooting for you, but don't think that it's just going to be handed to you. And we don't think that you're thinking that, but this is really for the media so that we watch what we say, that so that it doesn't come out in the media in a certain space to where they're thinking, something crazy in the media and then they come out and say it. It's always something like that. They want to think something in the media and then come out and say it based off what somebody said in an interview or a press conference. You feel me? All right, let me make sure we even live right now, dog. All right, it says we're live over here. Why don't say we live right here? Let me make sure. We should be on Twitch right now also. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you're Shedeur Sanders, you're going to come in and you're going to play ball. You're going to do what you normally do anyway.
Guy. So we're not going to give anyone that title until they go out there and earn it. And he was the last person to be on the field, and
the last person to be on the field. We're not going to give anyone that title unless they go out there and earn it. And that's understandable. That's what you must say. That's the truth.
And he showed some flashes. So we're going to give him an opportunity to show what he can really do. Uncork the ball.
We're going to give him opportunity to show what he can really do. That's the key thing right there. Show what he can really do, as if the opportunity that they gave last year, that was presented last year, it wasn't a situation where he can really show what he can really do because of the pieces around him, the situation, the way how he came into playing last year or this past season. It doesn't work like that, dog. Get that man a fair shake, and we saw what he can do with coming in the situation that he did come in as.
Yeah, you paying another guy $46 billion. Is he?
That's Deshaun. That's what we were talking about.
Gonna get a shot.
He's gonna get a shot too, but he got to get healthy. But at the same time, if we can give this guy a shot, being Deshaun, right? If we can give him a shot, meaning that he can show his worth, we could trade him and clear that $46 million. Now we got more money. I think it'll be a penalty also, so they'll probably be clearing about $20-some million. But you got more money to go out there and sign other players who will be out there that wanna or trade for that wants to play with Shedeur and Myles Garrett. There are guys out there. Now you just got rid of, or you're letting, or he's leaving Njoku. He said, first of all, I love you. Past 9 seasons. Let me put this up on this page right here so I can actually get to it. But Njoku is out of there, as y'all see right there, which, if you play anyone who plays Madden franchise saw this coming. Shout out to Njoku for sure. But being that he's a impending free agent, he posted on his Instagram and he said that the time for me to find a new home has come. Unbelievable. No, it's not unbelievable because he's old, or he's up for, or he should be demanding a large contract, right? That instead of being the Cleveland Browns and paying that, you have a young guy in Harold Fanning Jr. coming up that Shedeur has really connected with also. Not saying he didn't connect with Njoku, because we saw Njoku, visibly trying to make a connection with Shedeur Sanders. But at the same time, you got a young guy on a rookie contract that really connect with him, that set an all-time rookie record for the Browns. Hey, why pay Njoku this much money? We're going to let him go to free agency. We'll bring in our other guys. We'll bring in some other guys, and then we could draft a guy, at that position that come in and possibly do what Fanning did also, or at least have that same type of talent, because they've obviously have shown that they can identify talent in the draft. So the Browns might be on to something right here, right? They might be on to something. Y'all stay tuned for what the Browns are doing. Let me see what Garrett had to say.
Shot. Now, he was the last guy on the field, so he's obviously going to get first service. And, Desean, whoever else.
I like how he breaks that down.
On the roster, they're going to get a real look.
They're going to get a real look. Desean and whoever else is on the roster is going to get a real look. And that's what anybody wants, right? And that's what all the uproar was last season, because they felt like Shedeur didn't get a fair look. And that's what we were talking about. Just give the man a fair look, right? So going into this season, you got a new coach. You have new players on the roster, and now you're going to upgrade that roster, right? You're going to be able to have a fair shot, I think, for Shedeur Sanders and everybody else out there. And now Shedeur, all he has to do is do what Coach Prime has advised him to do, as Coach Prime does, and that is give him that great fatherly advice. Let me see if I pull it up right here so make sure y'all see all of it right there. There you go. Coach Prime advice to Shedeur Sanders. Like, who wouldn't want to hear and see this advice right here from your pops, who's been there and done that, first of all? So work, that's how you win. Work, that's how you win. Consistency wins, big dog. You got to continue to work. And he said he's a true leader, a bona fide leader. Just get in there with the head coach, get in there with the OC, get the playbook early, and just put in the work. And everything else will handle itself. That's what Prime is saying, and that's what you got to understand, as a young guy, as a young quarterback. And I think Shedeur Sanders understands that, of course, in spades, as he has Coach Prime as his pops. Put in the work, as he's proven in the past at Jackson State, at Colorado. Put in the work, and everything else will take care of itself. And with the improvements going on in Cleveland, of course, Coach Prime said he didn't want to be there. We'll get in that in a minute. But with the improvements going on in Cleveland, you got Deshaun Watson coming back, who can demand some draft capital if you're Cleveland. I don't think it'll be before the draft, of course. It'll be during the season. They can possibly make a playoff push and get Deshaun out of there, go get him to a team, bring in an extra piece for him, or just keep him back there as an insurance piece for Shedeur Sanders throughout this whole season. And he comes in here and there and just shows that he can, still be Deshaun Watson. But I think you got your guy in Shedeur. The contract is set up right for him, being a 5th round pick. You can, put pieces around him for sure now, because you have the money to do so. And man, you're set up for greatness right there, dog. You set up for greatness. And that's where I'm at with it. That's all I have to say about that. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking. Shout out to Coach Prime.
Campus, we showed the oil.
Dog Chico to the C. Make sure y'all go log on and check out Miss Denise Smith, Uncle Chico approved insurance that truly protects. That's where y'all go 303-343-3515. All right. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like, subscribe, comment. Other than that, I'm gonna be up and about here. Peace in the middle.
So what you win if ain't no reparation? How much you spending on your preparation? I'm about them benches so to win and be the motivation. Determination.